everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. So, you know how sometimes you just feel that you're really bloated, or you may have gained a little bit of weight and you're pulling out your me-mades from your wardrobe and you put them on and you think, oh, I don't quite feel very comfortable in these, or I don't feel like I look great, or they're just not fitting right at the moment just because I'm just I've expanded a little bit or whatever. Well, I'm going through one of those phases at the moment. Now, I am always going to be one of these people that just fluctuates with my weight. I am up and down. I have been ever since I was a teenager. I don't think that's ever going to change. And I have gained a little bit of weight recently. So what I've been looking for is some patterns that are going to sort of adapt with my shape and with my changing, fluctuating weight and those periods when we're feeling a bit bloated, etc. I think that's something that we all search for, so that no matter where you are, that you can pull one of these things out of your wardrobe and you can cinch it in a little bit, or you can let it out a little bit if you're just feeling that way out, and it's still going to look great and make you feel good. So I've been doing some research. I have 10 patterns for you today that I think fit the bill and that you might want to have a look at and try for yourself if that's you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it with my number one. I am going to be looking down at my laptop throughout, so do forgive me if I'm not always looking directly at you. But we'll start with number one, which is the Magic Pants by Tilley Patterns. Now, this pattern has been reviewed already by the lovely Kate, who is Ripper Seams. She's done a sort of comparison review with this pattern and another one to see which she felt were the best. Until I'd seen her video, I'd never heard of this pattern before, but honestly, it looks incredible. It looks really, really good. And if you haven't heard of it, I would encourage you to go and check it out. I haven't made this pattern, so I can't vouch for it from that aspect, but I really think it's a good contender for one of those patterns for trousers. I mean, trousers are always difficult to get to fit you right anyway, and I think these look really stylish and could be amazing for if you are that kind of woman that does fluctuate around your midsection. So it's priced at £16 and it comes in PDF only. So it's described as the magic pants to the unknown eye appear to be tailored, high-waisted woven pants, but hidden underneath is the stretch and comfort of your favourite pyjamas. The sailor style front flap hides a rib knit panel that allows you to pull the pants up over your hips. I mean, that's amazing for somebody like me that has really big hips and a small waist ratio, because yeah, that's the thing that I always struggle with trousers, is making sure that I have enough width in the widest part of the trousers and the opening to be able to get them on over my hips. So I'm already liking that. Before securing the flap with the strap around the waist, each side of the strap is connected to elastic hidden along the centre back to provide some flex for maximum comfort around the midsection. The front flap also serves as the opening for the extremely generous front pockets. The pants are wide-legged and go straight down from the hip. Between the two strap ends and the elastic, there is tons of adjustability for the waist to cater to the unique shape of the maker. The maker will choose their size based on their hip measurement and adjust the waistband to fit during the test fitting. So it's designed for a sewist of an easy to intermediate level. It comes in sizes 2XS to 6XL. Most of these patterns are really size inclusive, one or two aren't, so just bear that in mind. With your digital download, you get an instructional PDF booklet with illustrations for each step, and they come in letter format, print at home, A0, copy shop printing on a plotter, and also projector versions as well if you have a projector. It's designed for linen fabrics but works well with any light to medium weight woven fabric. It says that the pocket bag fabric can be made with the same fabric or any quilter's cotton, and the ribbed panel, the stretch panel, needs to be made with a knit fabric. So you will also need some D-rings, buttons or snaps, twill tape and interfacing for this pattern. And it's priced at $16. I think this is just such an incredible design and so unique. I think, you know, lots of us, even if we don't fluctuate too much, lots of us are very self-conscious around our midsection, especially as we get older. And I think having that ribbed knit panel that's just going to sort of hold that midsection in is really, really useful and really reassuring, I guess, as well, because yeah, it's such a classic design, but also really bang on trend and modern with being the wide leg shape, but fitted around the upper hips and waist. I think it's a really good contender. And because you've got that adjustable straps around the waist as well, it just means that if you're feeling a little bit bloated, you can relax those straps a little bit and they're going to fit you with, you know, if your weight's fluctuating a bit. I think it's just such a clever pattern. And yeah, I'm really keen to try these out actually, because I think they could be great. So that is my number one. Moving on to number two is a pattern that I have already bought. I bought it ages ago and I haven't got round to making it yet, but I really, really want to make this pattern. And it is the Langston trousers by French Navy Patterns. So this is actually on offer at the minute. It's $12 instead of the usual $16. It is PDF only, so there is no paper format. But the Langston trousers have a mid-rise relaxed fit that is designed to sit a little below the natural waist. They are slim through the hip with a roomy leg that tapers slightly towards the ankle. The comfortable cut features an elastic waistband and both button or zipper fly front options. Their vintage-inspired carpenter details lend a practical utilitarian aesthetic, which by the exclusion of some of the pockets can also be toned down to a more minimalist look. Recommended fabrics for this pattern are medium weight woven fabrics such as linen, cotton twill, denim or corduroy. So notions and supplies you need for this are a metal zip, obviously your thread. Comes in sizes A to J, so there are two size ranges, A to G and H to J, and you're going to need between 2.3 and 2.4 meters of fabric to make these trousers. It is described as suitable for a confident beginner. So if you have a bit of sewing under your belt already, then this is something that I think you could tackle. And you also get a copy shop version, print at home, and the PDFs are layered. So obviously you can just deselect the sizes that you don't need. It comes with a detailed instruction booklet with clear step-by-step sewing instructions. So this pattern goes up to a 36-inch waist and 46-inch hip. So it isn't the most size inclusive of all the designs that I've got for you today, but I still think it's just such a gorgeous pattern. And if you're interested in this kind of aesthetic, you know, the carpenter style trouser or that sort of utilitarian look, I think, but you know, you're worried about sort of fitting issues, this could be a really good contender because of that elasticated waist. So yeah, I really want to make these trousers and I think I am going to get these made for autumn because I think they're going to work really well in my wardrobe. So that's my number two. Moving on to number three is another pair of trousers that I've got for you today, and these are by Named Patterns, and it is the Aina trousers and culottes. So this comes in UK sizes 4 to 28, and that is up to a 46-inch waist and a 57-inch hip. So you've got a really good size range with this pattern. It is described as, well, basically you've got two variations. So you've got the classic trousers with a slightly tapered ankle length leg and trendy culottes. Both of these lightly fitted pants have a high rise fly zipper closure, front pockets and patch pockets in the back, which obviously you can leave off if you don't want to put patch pockets on. The front waist is finished with a classic waistband with a decorative button closure at the sides. The back waist has a relaxed elastic detail, making the trousers more comfortable and easier to fit Either variation can be sewn with or without decorative top stitching. So again, this is the type of trouser that on first glance you look at it and you think, oh wow, it's really slim fitting, it's just not going to work for my body when my body is fluctuating. But again, because you've got that elasticated back, it's going to, you know, just flex a little bit with you and allow for any weight changes. This comes in PDF or printed version. It's priced at €15, and you get, for the PDF version, you get a print at home, a copy shop A0 printout, projector pattern, PDF instructions as well. And yeah, Named have a really good reputation. They've been around a while in the sewing community now, and this isn't a pattern that I've seen made up much. So I'd really be keen to try this. I think what I like about this is you've got that really nice, neat, sort of slim look around the upper hips, but with having that little bit of elastic at the back, it's just going to make it really comfortable to wear. So that's my number 3. Moving on to number 4, I've included a pair of dungarees, and the pattern that I have gone with is the Ophelia overalls by Decades of Style. Now, you might not have heard of Decades of Style. They've been around a long time and they tend to focus on patterns from yesteryear, basically. So very vintage, very retro styles. I've made a couple of their patterns in the past, right back near the beginning of my sewing journey, and I really, really love them. And this pair of overalls looks really, really good. It's priced at $24, and it comes in either a professionally printed pattern or an instant digital PDF download. The printed pattern is $24. As I say, the PDF is $18, and that's American dollars. It's described as the perfect combo of our 3 favourite qualities: cute, comfy, and unique. Their relaxed fit, which includes 5 inches of ease at the hip, is what makes them so comfy, and the built-in side belts facilitate an adjustable fit at the waist. The large pocket on the pants wraps around to the back seam and is cut on the cross grain, which means you've got that extra bit of sort of give with it cut on the cross grain. Buttons or snaps at the bib to strap connection, buttons and snaps at the sides. So it gives you 2 views dependent on the style that you want to make, and suggested fabrics for this pattern are stable bottom weight woven fabrics such as light to medium weight denims and twills, lightweight canvas, poplins, gabardines, corduroys. It recommends that you avoid sort of your very heavyweight fabrics or bulky fabrics. And this pattern goes up to a 52-inch bust, a 46-inch waist, and a 55-inch hip. I think this is a great idea. I mean, overalls, dungarees, whatever you want to call them, are usually a good bet for if you are somebody that fluctuates with your weight. But what I like about these is that you've got that adjustable strap at the waist, which means that once you get them on over your hips, you can really cinch it in, and I think that's great. Oh, obviously you can relax if you need to as well. So I just think it's a really good idea if you're wanting a dungaree pattern but need that little bit of adjustability or flexibility. Moving on to dresses then. So the first pattern that I've got for you is the Estella dress top and skirt by Papercut Patterns. This has been around for a few years now, and again, I have this pattern and I've yet to make it up. It's priced at just under €14, and it comes as a PDF digital download only. What you get with this pattern is you get a top, a skirt, and then a dress version, so you get quite a fair bit for your money. A wardrobe comparison that will make you feel like you can take on the world, with 3 variations including a dress, skirt and crop top. Its versatility knows no bounds. Featuring beautiful puff sleeves, a frill hem, an elasticated waist section, and of course pockets. This perfect occasion gown with no end of compliments coming your way. So it comes in sizes 1 to 8, which is an approximate size of a 6 to 20 in UK sizing. So that is up to a 46.5-inch bust and 48.5-inch hip. So again, it isn't the most size inclusive pattern that I've got for you today, but I think it's just such a lovely style with having the elasticated waist, but with the top you've got these gorgeous tie straps that you can tie around your waist. So don't be put off with it saying it's a crop top. You can use the tie to tie around your waist to hide any midriff section. You can always lengthen it as well. And I love a puff sleeve and a frill, as you all know. I just think it's a really lovely option that you can, you know, if you use a really nice sort of occasion wear fabric, you could really glam this up for a day or a special occasion. But obviously if you wanted to use something like a viscose or a lightweight cotton, that kind of thing, you can make it just as well for everyday wear as well. I think it's a really good option for if you have weight fluctuations, because it's something that is going to fit and adjust with your changing body. So I think it's really, really lovely design. And yeah, I probably won't make this year now. I think another summer has gone by. It's very much sort of a summer, autumny type of pattern. I guess, you know, dependent on the fabric that you made it out of, you could make this for winter. But I think probably for me, I would prefer it in springtime. So I will be looking at probably making this next year. It does recommend light to medium weight woven fabrics such as cottons, linens, silks, rayons and blends. And yeah, I just think it's gorgeous, really gorgeous. So my next dress for you is the Blaze dress and blouse, and this is by Sewing Amore, and this is really gorgeous. If you've seen the Teddy dress by My Keeper, it's got a very similar vibe to that, but with it having the adjustability of the ties at the side means you've got that flexibility of give there to relax and adjust the waist to make it a little bit bigger and then cinch it in when you're feeling super svelte. So it comes in PDF only and it's priced at €17. The Blaze dress and top, because you get a top version as well as the dress, is a simple yet beautiful and flattering design. Adjustable ties on each side shape the silhouette and offer comfort as they adapt to the body. The pattern is very versatile and can be sewn with long romantic sleeves or sleeveless for a more modern look. Also, the length is adjustable and can therefore adapt to any style, season and occasion. It comes in US sizes 0 to 30, which is up to a 57-inch bust, a 50-inch waist and a 61-inch hip. So you've got a really, really size inclusive pattern here. It comes together without a zipper, buttons or any other specific sewing stitches or skills. All in all, a beautiful and uncomplicated pattern for confident beginners or experienced sewers alike. The pattern comes with an in-depth instructional booklet, which includes everything from preparation to step-by-step instructions with detailed instructions. There are lots of test images on the website. I will include a little bit of footage to show you, so you can see this made up on loads of different bodies in loads of different styles of fabrics, and it just looks really nice. I think what I like about this over the Teddy dress, because the Teddy dress is princess seamed, you've got lots of panels. This doesn't have that, so I think it's going to be more suitable to those of us that do fluctuate a little bit, because you can just, you know, you can make the dress to fit you when you're feeling at your worst, so to speak, and then the ties can be there just to cinch in when you're feeling a little bit more, I don't know, pulled in, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's just really, really lovely, to be honest. And I think it could be a great contender if you're looking for a dress, particularly going into autumn and winter, that is going to be really adaptable to your changing shape. Next up is the Daily dress by Cayden Naughton. So this is a PDF pattern. It just comes in PDF only and it's priced at £13.87 and you can purchase it via Etsy. This is an adjustable dress with a corset style bodice. Now don't let that put you off. You don't need any zipper or any other closure because it's got this gorgeous sort of corseting detail on the back, which obviously allows for flexibility to adjust it to your changing shape. It goes up to a 64-inch bust and a 57-inch waist, so it's it's really size inclusive, and it's perfect for dressing up or down and wearing on the daily. This is a corset style dress that is adjustable and fitted in the bodice, making this a zipper free dress. The daily dress features large pockets with pocket stays, pleated skirt or gathered skirt option, wide scoop neck bodice and ample hacking options. This garment is the perfect holiday dress for the upcoming season and beyond. The sewing pattern ranges from adventurous beginner to intermediate sewers. Fabric usage depends on the size and ranges from 3.4 to 5 yards of 54-inch wide fabric. And it was designed for a B cup, which is a 2-inch difference between the upper bust and full bust measurements. It recommends if you have a larger bust than a 2-inch difference. There are tips on choosing your size, as well as a link to a video on how to make any adjustments that you might need to get the bust fit right. So with this PDF pattern, you get detailed instructions with clear illustrations. It's a nested print at home file with layers, and also A0 copy shop and projector files, and there is also a detailed YouTube tutorial to help guide you to put this pattern together. So pattern details: you've got a scoop neck with a wide neckline, gathered sleeves, adjustable bodice, lace up corset style, pleated or gathered skirt, large pockets with pocket stays. So again, I think this is just a really nice pattern that has that flexibility and adaptability in the upper body part. So, you know, aside from the usual suspects that you automatically think of when you look at patterns that are going to have a little bit of movement in them, I think this is a really, really good idea. And I would love to make this up in one of my goth fabrics for one of the goth events that I go to. I think it would just be incredible, and it has the versatility of, dependent on the fabric that you use to make this dress, of transitioning through all the seasons. So I think it's a really good little dress to try. And the last dress that I have to talk to you about is the tie dress. That's all it's called, by Sewing Therapy. This is priced at £11 and it comes in PDF format only. It epitomizes versatility and style by cleverly blending the ubiquitous appeal of customizable ties with the graceful silhouette of a classic dress. Featuring ties at the waist, this garment offers multiple closure options. Moreover, the reversible neckline adds another dimension of adaptability, offering the choice between a subtle boat neck or a flattering V-neck, catering to a multitude of preferences and occasions. Embodying a blend of charm and sophistication, this dress exudes cuteness, romance and elegance. With short sleeves, it radiates a playful charm, while elbow-length sleeves evoke a sense of romance. Oh, doesn't it sound wonderful? With the addition of lining, sewing this dress becomes an accessible project even for beginners. The step-by-step sew-along video ensures every aspect, including potentially challenging features like the inseam pockets, is demystified. If you're new to sewing, tackling inseam pockets might seem daunting, but rest assured you can approach them at your own pace. However, if you're not ready to tackle inseam pockets just yet, you can leave them out. In the sew along video, I guide you through each step, ensuring that your sewing experience is therapeutic rather than overwhelming. Your sewing journey should be enjoyable and rewarding, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. It's designed for confident beginners. The written instructions are very simple, and that's been created deliberately so that it encourages you to use the sew along video to help you. She's also got an Instagram page for styling inspiration as well, and this pattern comes in sizes 0 to 24, which equates to a bust of up to 52 inches, a waist of up to 42 inches and a hip of up to 64 inches. So it's very size inclusive. It's suggested fabrics such as fabrics that drape very well, that offer comfort as they will enhance the flow and movement of the dress. Here are some fabric options to consider, such as linen, double gauze, lightweight cottons, rayons, crepes and silk. So any of those sort of light to medium weight drapey fabrics are going to work really well for this dress. It comes in A4 print at home copy, copy shop and projector files as well. And yeah, what I like about this is obviously, again, you've got those ties at the waist. So you've got that flexibility there to sort of really cinch them in or just let them out when you need things to be a little bit looser. This pattern reminds me very much of that pattern by Soho 7. It's the, is it the tea dress? It's a very old pattern of theirs, but it's one I've made before and it looks very similar to that. But I think because it's got these tie details, it's just very slightly different, and just means that if you are somebody who needs to be able to just adapt the fit of the dress for how you're feeling at any moment in time, then this one could work really well for you. I love the fact that you've got a couple of different options with this as well, with the short sleeve and the 2 ties at the side, or you've got an option where it just ties at the front. So there's lots of different elements to this, which means you can just really make it your own. So moving on to my first skirt pattern to share with you. Now, skirts are a little bit easier, I think, when it comes to choosing a pattern that's just going to flex with your changing weight and bloating periods, etc. And the one that I've gone with to talk to you about is the Rona wrap skirt by Style Arc. I really like this. Wrap skirts, I think, are great for this kind of style. And I think sometimes when we're feeling that our weight is a little bit up and down, that let's just go for an elasticated skirt. But I don't know about you, I always think when you are feeling uncomfortable and you're a little bit bloated and you put an elasticated waist skirt on, yes, it fits, but I think sometimes with lots of sort of gathering and bulk around the waist, it just makes us feel even more self-conscious. So I really like a wrap skirt for these kinds of times in our lives, because I think that you haven't got all that bulk around your waist, but you've still got the flexibility of being able to adapt the tie of the wrap so that it can allow for the change in how you're feeling. So the Rona wrap skirt comes in a PDF digital download and also a printed pattern. It's priced at $19 Australian dollars. And what I love about this is you've got a combination of a flat front with a wrap, but it has got a bit of elastic around the back waist, which just means you've got extra flexibility there when it comes to fitting and adapting to your changing shape. I just think it's really lovely. I mean, you could make this in so many different fabrics and really elevate it from something that you could wear just as a beach cover up, for instance, to, something really glitzy. I see this with like a little black sweater in like a gold sort of not sequiny fabric, but something really glitzy at Christmas with some little shoes. I think that would just be such a cute Christmas party outfit. And yeah, I just think it's really lovely. So sizing wise, this goes up to a 61-inch waist and a 70-inch hip. So it's really, really expansive size range. I think it's just fantastic. I think it's a great length as well. It's that midi length, which is super flattering for lots of us throughout the age range that we sew. And yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So it's described as a wrap skirt with a full faux wrap, so you don't have to worry about the wrap undoing and your skirt falling off, because that would be everybody's worst nightmare, wouldn't it? It's calf length, pull on, elasticated, encased in the back waist, front left side tie waist, and it's suitable for woven or knit fabrics, which is just great to have a pattern that means you can, use wovens on it. Is really versatile, isn't it? It suggests fabrics such as rayons, crepes, silks, and washed linens. And yeah, I just think it's beautiful. And I think it's a real good contender for those times when we're feeling super bloated. Next, and finally is a pattern that I'm sure lots of you have already heard of because it was featured in lovely Hayley's Thready Set Go Sew Along just over a month ago, and it is the Sylvie skirt by Cinnamon Daisy. So this is priced at £14.50. It comes in digital format only, and the size range for this pattern is up to a 53-inch waist and a 63-inch hip. So again, it is completely size inclusive. So this is a pattern that's designed for those days when you want to feel fancy and only a twirly skirt will do. It has a few variations and it can be made as a mini or midi skirt with the options of slash pockets and waist ties for a statement bow. The main circle part of the skirt is made entirely of panels, so you can really get creative and use up those scraps. The waistband is elasticated at the back, allowing your tummy to expand freely. The waistband ties can be tied either front or back for a long bow, or can be wrapped around your waist and tied for a shorter bow. There is an invisible zip, so it's great for confident beginners looking for their next sewing challenge, and it's the perfect all year round transitional sewing pattern that will see you through all seasons. Make the mini in suede or chambray fabric for the ultimate autumnal look with tights and boots. Try in a gingham for summery days, or go all out and make the midi in drapey velvet or satin for those nights out. If romantic, whimsical and twirly circle skirts are your thing, then this pattern is for you. So it is really the elevated circle skirt, isn't it? I think it's lovely, and I really like the idea of the fact that you've got that elasticated back waist but the flat front, but you've also got the big tie that you can just tie into a cute bow. I think that's a really nice touch. But you know, if you don't want that element of it, you can just leave the tie off altogether. Sewing level wise, it's designed for a confident beginner, and it recommends fabrics such as light to medium weight, non-stretch woven fabrics such as viscoses, linens, cotton lawns, jacquards, velvets, ginghams, tencels, etc. Structured fabrics such as cotton lawns will have more dramatic volume on the miniskirt, and fluid fabrics obviously will be much more drapey and flowy. That's it. They are my 10 patterns for you. So let me know down in the comments what you think to my selection. Have you made any of these yourself? I think there's some really good contenders here, and it's really opened my eyes to, you know, just being able to look for some patterns that really have that adaptability for when we're fluctuating with our weight. I just think it's something that lots of us women do sort of go through from time to time, no matter what stage of our lives that we're in. And I'm always on the lookout for patterns that are really going to work hard for me and hard in my wardrobe, and I think some of these really fit that bill. So I'd really be interested to hear what you think in the comments down below. Please leave me a like if you've enjoyed this video and you've watched right to the end, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I really would appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed looking at these options, and that I've been able to introduce you to some new patterns that you might not have heard before. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to be back with you really soon. Bye.